Lights, camera, action here.
Right. Since last 11 years and 13 days exactly, and that will be roughly 4,030 days that I have been to US. I never paid late bills. I've paid all my bills on time except for the last month where I paid my rent a day later and I was charged $200. If I count that 11 years and 13 days, that would be approximately 132.5 months times 200, $26,500. If I'm paying my rent late every month, that's just considering the rent. And I have never paid anything else late, so I don't know how much they charge you for paying late. So I'm trying to emphasize the point that why daily money management is so important and paying bills on time, and especially when we talk about technology. This group mainly focuses on the retired individuals, executives who are retired, and elderly people. And they don't know anything about technology. I mean, some of the elderly people, they are outdated with the technology. And we, the millennials, know that this day everything is on technology. And paying bill on time, I keep up with a software called Keeper on my cell phone to keep track of all the usernames and passwords that I have created since I've been in US. I have a 300-page personal notebook, which is completely filled with username and passwords. I'm a tech guy. I mean, I like creating a lot of online accounts, but in order to keep track of all those, and I mean, I can share that notebook with you as long as you don't share my passwords. But, so the thing is, like, this day is so important to manage our money and help the elderly people manage their daily lives. So that was my introduction on why I have chosen the daily management services for today's purposes. There's a quote that says, those who don't manage their money will always work for those who do. And we want to work for the clients. I don't want them to work for me because that's where we get the jobs from. And we want to continue doing that. There's another quote which says, when you have money in hand, only you forget who you are. But when you do not have any money in your hand, the whole world forgets who you are. And I mean, I would rather forget myself, but I would want you all to remember me. That's like a Facebook-like thing that we had on the ELR session too, you know, because that's what the human beings are fond of. So I think daily money management, and that's why it's so important that we manage our money. There was a survey conducted recently for the millennials on what is their purpose and what is their main goal in life. So 80% of the millennials say that their goal is to become rich, and 50%, the remaining 50%, say that they want to get famous. So if they are getting rich, they are making money. We need to manage their money, and most of the people, I mean, millennials, if they are getting rich, they'll be getting old, you know, and there are old elderly people out there. And managing money is the main thing these days. I mean, what is important in life? Let me ask you one question. What keeps you happy and healthy in your life? Don't answer, I know it's money. I will just assume it's money because, so that I don't get other answers. So I mean, money is so important, and so let's talk about the services that the daily management services provide from Warren Everett. Bill paying, that's the first service that we provide from the daily management services. Record keeping. I keep my records on the monthly basis for my credit card statements and checking accounts on QuickBooks, and that really helps me. So for the entire period that I have been here, you ask me my tax return, my financial statement, I can give you in a blink of an eye. You know, I have all the records on my hard drive, on my computers at home. So I mean, keeping records and financial transaction on hand is really important these days because we are in a technology world. You can be asked for anything, anytime, you know. And helping the elderly people and the executives doing that, by doing that, we'll be making money. And trust me, I mean, I have been doing this for the last 11 years, and I feel that to be more challenging than preparing the tax returns. I mean, it's the hardest thing ever to keep track of everything, remembering everything that you have like 15 bills to pay every month. And if somebody else could do for me, I mean, I'm not an elderly person and I'm not retired yet, so I don't think Warren Everett can actually help me because that's our target group. So once maybe I retire, I will come back to Warren Everett to handle my transactions. So what are the benefits that the daily management group provides? Our team has high net worth experience and will assemble a set of services uniquely focused on each client's needs and goals, saving time and relieving routine or complex responsibilities. Vital decisions can be made quickly and intelligently when you have information on hand. And by developing a comprehensive, organized solutions, DMMS helps individuals and family members maintain a burden-free lifestyle as they mature. Yes, as usual, I will have something from Harvard Business Review. There have been a research going on since last 75 years. They researched 724 individuals. Out of them, 60 of them are still alive. And it's still going on. The research is about what the successful people do in their life and what is most important in their life. So, I mean, we all think money is important, but the research shows that building relations, building that big R, is more important than making money. So I want our clients to focus on building the relations so that they can be happy instead of managing their money. We are there to manage their money. So let them build the relations which makes them happier, and we want to make people happy. We want to be a blessing to the others, you know. So while managing money, they can devote that time which they won't be spending on managing their money to build the relations which will in turn turn them happy. And that was not added on the Warren Everett playbook. That's my own addition. So who are our target groups? High net worth individuals, busy executives, retired executives, and the elderly. These are the people who don't have time and who wants our assistance managing their financial goals. I found this US Census video. I mean, if you are providing a service, we need to know what the market we have, you know, and these are the data from 2014 census, and it's a projection. And the ones I have highlighted, I believe if you are 45 years old, don't you believe that? I mean, I believe if you are 45 years old.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm just joking.
I'm above.
I just highlighted that.
I'm above 45 here, and I'll admit it.
So I'm just joking. So 45 to, 45 and older, that could be our target group because, some people at age 45, there are a lot of people out there, and these numbers are in thousands. If we add them up, just for 2014, that's 130 million people in the United States who are that age group, and they need our services. So we are not only in Southeast, this is for the entire US, we can capture that market. So just to give you an overview of what we can achieve. So what are the indicators that someone needs the daily money management services? There is someone needing assistance in managing their hectic lifestyle, like us. We are very busy. If somebody could help me manage my money, I would be more than happy to do that. Like desires a better balance between personal and professional life. I don't know if you imagine, we spend a lot of time managing our money on a daily basis than concentrating on the things that we are supposed to be doing. Our main focus every day, there is one, like a line item going on my brain each and every day that I need to pay those bills, I need to do that, I need to manage my things. And just imagine how the elderly people will be feeling when they have no support, when they have no one to help them manage their money. This could be very beneficial. Financial-minded spouses passes away. Somebody like me, if I pass away, my wife, she wouldn't even know what credit card accounts I had, what checking accounts I had, and when I used to pay my bills. So we need to provide these services to the people who have no experience or who have never done these things before in their life. Children caring for their elderly parents from a distance. I have a grandfather. I take care of all his affairs, like renewing his insurance every year and checking all his bank accounts and providing him the support when he needs. So this is why it touched me, and it applies on every individual's life. When you are doing all those services, I could have done something on tax services, because I'm a tax accountant, but this is something that I go through every day in my life, and I think there are people out there who need these services. So what are the questions that you can ask the potential client to get to provide them our services? Can someone else handle the routine and repetitive tasks so you can focus on the priorities in your life? I have parents overwhelmed, resulting in overpayment of bills, forgetting to pay bills. I mean, if they forget, I give you an example how much it costs to forget or not paying the bill. I believe the credit cards, they have so much high interest rates, and they charge you like monthly penalties for not paying bills on time, and that could save them a lot of money. Do you like to travel and are looking for someone to keep your bills paid and organized? And I have some quotes down there just for you to read. I mean, it's not part of this, but those are some interesting quotes. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. That's from Benjamin Franklin. He's the one who quoted that. And this, sometimes when you read this quote, it helps you to understand the magnitude of the problem that some of the people out there could be facing. These are the reform contacts. I'm not going to read them. I mean, it's on the playbook if you are really interested, or you can view my slides. And I think Tammy Davis, she's no more with us, so I don't know who will be taking over the services for the Atlanta office. Questions? And yeah, by the way, I had a success story to conclude with. A retired federal judge and his wife have lived in Montgomery for many years. I chose Montgomery since we'll be presenting here today. Maybe Rick is there. They have seen their children start their own families and careers. When the children found their parents needing assistance with their finances and personal matters, they helped as much they could, but had their own family obligations in different states. Our daily management services met with the family, assessed the current financial situation and other individual needs, and immediately stepped in to assist. The children soon found out how much more efficient things could be handled by a local company focusing on the needs of their aging parents. With the recent passing of their father, the continuing care from the daily management services allows the sibling to enjoy their own lives without having to worry about their mom around the clock. And now they can come to visit, the family can relax with their mother rather than deal with the financial and business matters and build that relation with their parents. So that was the success story that I found in the playbook. And yeah, we do offer free consultation for the daily management services.
Did you get to speak to Brenda Helms?